Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Perspective Shift. Today, let's talk about the power of reflection. Reflection is a valuable tool that allows us to gain insight and clarity by taking the time to look back on our experiences. We can grow and make more informed decisions moving forward. For me, one of my favorite ways to start the day is by playing my guitar while listening to a podcast. It's my little ritual that energizes me, clears my mind, and helps me reflect. In those moments of music and inspiration, I feel the most grounded and ready to take on the day. Start your day by reflecting on the past week. What were your wins? What challenges did you overcome? How did those moments shape you? So here's your challenge. Dedicate some time today to reflect on your journey, whether it's through journaling, a mindful activity, or your own energizing ritual. Use this reflection to celebrate your progress and identify areas of growth. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you later for our midday deep dive. Take care.
Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive?
I am always ready to go deep on a good topic.
So today we're unlocking the secrets of charisma.
Ooh, charisma. It's like a superpower, right?
Totally. And our guide is this awesome YouTube video called Unlock Charisma, the Power of Validation by Useful Words.
Sounds intriguing.
It is. We're going way beyond surface level charm here.
Deeper, huh? I like it.
We're talking the science of those deep connections, how validation affects your confidence.
Confidence is huge.
Right, and even how it ties into attractiveness.
Interesting.
But here's the best part. You're going to walk away with steps you can actually use to build these skills yourself.
That's what I'm talking about. Practical stuff.
Exactly. No magic wands here, just real strategies.
You know, it's funny. We think of charisma as something you're either born with or you're not.
Like some people just have it.
Exactly. But this deep dive says it's not about magic.
What is it about then?
It's about how our brains are wired for connection.
So we're all wired for charisma.
That's the idea. And a big part of that wiring is how our brains respond to validation.
Okay, break it down for me.
Think of it this way. When someone genuinely validates you, certain pathways in your brain light up.
Like a light show.
Yeah, kinda, like a string of Christmas lights. These pathways are linked to empathy and trust.
Whoa, hold on. Empathy and trust. Big words.
True. But they're at the heart of feeling connected.
Can we pause for a sec? Just for anyone who's not totally sure what empathy is.
Absolutely. Empathy is just the ability to understand and share someone else's feelings.
Like walking in their shoes.
You got it. So when someone validates you, it triggers that shared understanding.
Makes you feel seen and heard.
Exactly. That's the power of validation.
So it's not just about feeling good, there's actual science behind it.
Absolutely. This deep dive, it says validation isn't just a fleeting feeling.
It goes deeper.
Yeah. It impacts how you view yourself, your self-worth.
Makes you feel valuable.
Right. When someone genuinely acknowledges your efforts, it's powerful.
Like they're saying you matter.
Exactly. What you do matters.
It's like all those times I felt truly appreciated, it made me want to do even better.
I hear that. It's how validation shapes your behavior.
Those experiences build confidence,
which we perceive as charisma.
Now, the video mentions attractiveness and charisma. We see attractive people as more charismatic.
Yeah, but is it really just looks?
That's a good question. Is it that simple?
Not quite. Attractive people, they might seem to have a charisma advantage.
I see where you're going with this.
From a young age, attractive people get more positive reinforcement Smiles, compliments.
People pay more attention to them?
Right, so they build confidence and social skills just from having more practice.
So anyone, no matter how they look, could develop that charisma through validation.
Exactly. Charisma isn't about looks, it's about honing those social skills.
And that comes from positive interaction, often validation.
You're getting it. This deep dive makes it clear charisma is a skill.
Not something you're just born with.
Right, and if it's a skill, we can learn it.
Now it gets really interesting. How can we develop those validation skills ourselves?
That's the good stuff. The video gives us practical steps.
Give me the goods. Where do we start?
It all begins with being present.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Right, but it's more than just a buzzword.
I'm ready to hear the deep dive's take on it.
Being present means putting away distractions.
Like my phone?
Yep. Silence those notifications, focus on the person you're with.
Really focus.
Eye contact, listening without interrupting.
Showing you care.
Exactly. That's how you start validating someone. When you give someone your undivided attention, you're saying, you're important to me.
Powerful stuff.
Right. What you have to say matters. That's validation.
It's like a gift.
It is. The gift of being heard. And when you add empathy...
Right. Empathy. We talked about that. Understanding someone's feelings.
It's key. But how do we actually put it into practice? How does empathy become validation?
I'm all ears.
Even if you don't agree with someone, you can still validate their feelings.
Okay.
Like, imagine a friend is venting about work. You don't have to offer solutions.
Just listen.
Exactly. Just say something like, that sounds really frustrating.
Or, I can see why you'd feel that way.
Exactly. You're showing you understand their experience.
Simple phrases, but I bet they mean a lot.
They do. It creates a safe space for them to express themselves.
It's so important.
Right. It builds trust and connection. And don't forget those specific compliments.
Oh yeah, the video had that great example.
Your presentation was clear and impactful, not just good job.
What makes those specific compliments so powerful?
They show you were paying attention. You genuinely value their effort.
It's the thought that counts.
Right. When you highlight a specific detail, it shows thoughtfulness.
More than just a generic pat on the back.
Exactly. Think about it. When someone gives you a specific compliment,
how does it make you feel?
You feel seen, appreciated.
Like you made a difference.
Exactly. And that motivates us to keep growing.
This validation thing is like a secret weapon.
Unlocking charisma, deeper connection with others.
Speaking of connection, the video talked about inclusive spaces.
Oh yeah. Huge part of validation.
So whether it's a team meeting, a social gathering, or just a one-on-one.
Creating that environment where everyone feels welcome is key.
Everyone feels valued.
Exactly. But how do we actually create those inclusive spaces? What does that look like?
I'm curious.
It starts with being mindful of our language.
The words we use.
Yeah. Are we using inclusive pronouns? Are we seeking diverse perspectives?
Making space for everyone.
Especially those quieter voices.
So everyone feels like they belong, like their contributions matter.
Exactly. Fostering that psychological safety.
Where people can be themselves.
And share authentically. This is good stuff. It's like we're creating a recipe.
A recipe for connection.
Yes. Presence, empathy, specific compliments, inclusivity.
Sounds delicious.
But we're missing one key ingredient: uplifting others.
Ah, yes. We touched on that earlier.
It's worth digging into.
Uplifting others. So it's more than just saying nice things.
Right. It is. It's about celebrating their wins, acknowledging their strengths.
Reminding them of their worth.
Yeah. And the video makes it clear it's not empty flattery.
Gotta be genuine.
Absolutely. Authentic appreciation and encouragement.
I know someone who's amazing at this. She always finds the positive in others.
I love that.
And it's contagious. Makes everyone around her feel good.
It's interesting how that connects back to charisma.
How so?
When you uplift others, you're not just making them feel good.
There's more to it.
You're also boosting your own confidence and positivity.
So it's a win-win.
Exactly. You lift them up, you lift yourself up. It's part of what makes charismatic people so magnetic.
Yeah, positive energy.
Yeah, it draws people in, and it comes from wanting to see others succeed.
Okay, so we've got this recipe for connection, charisma. Presence, empathy, specific compliments, inclusive spaces, uplifting others.
That's it. All the key ingredients.
But how does this all tie back to the ripple effect?
When you validate someone, you're not just impacting them in that moment.
It goes further.
You're planting a seed that can grow and spread.
They'll validate others.
Exactly. It creates a chain reaction of positivity.
Like those ripples in a pond.
Perfect analogy. One small act, big impact. And the more we practice these skills,
the easier it gets.
Right. It becomes less effort, more who we are.
A way of being.
Beautifully said. This deep dive is powerful.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's not just about tricks or techniques.
It's a shift in perspective.
Seeing the best in ourselves and others.
That's it. This has been an amazing journey.
We've uncovered the science, the impact on confidence, the practical steps.
And remember, it's not about being perfect.
Progress over perfection.
Yes, it's about making that effort to validate and uplift others.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I have a challenge for you.
I love a good challenge.
What's one act of validation you can practice today?
Just one.
Maybe a heartfelt compliment, truly listening to a friend, thanking someone.
Any small act can make a difference. I hope this deep dive has inspired you.
To create those ripples of positivity.
Validation is a gift that keeps on giving.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the power of validation.
It's been a pleasure.
We can't wait to hear about the incredible connections you create.